drop it.
And good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing? Oh man, what a long day. I'm exhausted. Uh, it had a little technical difficulty uploading or updating my chart here. That reach out to Hot Potato. Always saving my ass, making me look good. How are you guys doing? How you guys doing? How was your trading day? How is everybody doing? How was your trading day? Honestly, no. I go into the market talk and market chat, and I see like some people are like, oh yeah, the market took all my money back, and it's like, no, the market didn't do shit. You gave it back. You went back, and you decided to roll the dice. And then the market said, oh yeah, you're a dumb fuck, right? You end up becoming Dakota from Top Step, another dumb fuck, leading other dumb fucks. There's just a whole bunch of dumb fucks in the market doing dumb shit. So what we do here at Trade 1348 is to show you why you do dumb shit and stop being a dumb fuck. Start being a smart fuck. Hope you get your sleep in. Because it's going to be a whole lot of fucking. Yeah. um, yeah, I guess. Yeah, alright. Okay. So let's get right to it. Okay, so hey, we're back. We're looking at the chart here, right? And there's an update to what we do, right? And the update's really for nervous fucks and timid fucks and just dumb fucks who don't know how to hold for more than 3 ticks. So I hope you guys already updated your Titan AI here. We're going to go on over to settings, and in settings, we scroll on down and you can set gray candle color change, right? Once per bar close. I prefer once per bar close, and this will be on extended hours. Now, we head on over to alert, and we would create an alert for the symbol, condition, Titan AI here, and then any alert core function. And we would then have our alert set for the gray candle. Now, why would we do this? Well, of course, many of you are entering on a trade and then just like bailing on a trade. You're having no confidence in the trade. You're living in the candles and you don't have an actionable moment to actually get out. There are many actionable moments of which you could get out. For instance, the break of Excel, but the colorized candle is also a great indication. And so what we pride ourselves on having multiple confluences, and this is really, really important with trading, is having multiple confluences so we don't look at any one indicator as a decision or prompting a decision, right? We want to make sure that we're, dotting our O's, we're dotting O's, crossing T's, dotting I's, crossing O's, smashing Ho's, whatever, right? Smashing holes, not, yeah, you get it. Anyways, so back to this, right? If we have our entry here. We are moving on up here. Just a solid day of trading. And if you lost your ass, it's because you want to go ahead and be a contrarian against the market. Now, guys, if you don't have the secret charts, you're just really, you deserve everything that happens to you. I've given you guys an opportunity to go ahead and buy the secret chart. Okay, it's only $300. Send me a DM. It's only $300. Listen, Linda. It's only $300. It's one time, and it's an addendum to our primary charts, but it keeps you focused and biased to the trend and helps people so much. It's only $300. It's gonna save your ass over and over and over. In fact, we would probably, Dakota over at Top Step, but wish he had our system. Wait. It'll keep him from being a contrarian. Now listen, if you're going to be in the markets and you're going to be a contrarian, I need to ask you, what's your thesis? Why are you doing it? Is it simple because you got an inkling, you got a feeling? It's because the candle made you do it. You were prompted by something other than your system. If you're losing money, you have to ask yourself, why are you losing money? Are you following a system? If you have random entries and random exits, are you following a system? In fact, right? How do you get good at anything if everything you're doing is wrong? Oh shit, you're getting good at being wrong. And we don't want to be good at being wrong. We want to be good at following a system and getting as close to the keyword here, discipline, as possible. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and lecture you guys tonight, but on days like this, it's ironic. On some of the easiest trading days, such as this is where traders get hurt the most because they become contrarians, right? And when you become contrarians, well, you're just insisting, right? And it's crazy, right? Because it then becomes this thing. Now you guys know what I'm talking about. You insist it's gonna go down. It doesn't. Wait. But you insist it's gonna go down, so you do it again. And then it doesn't. But wait. No, it has to go down. It's gone up so much. Let's do it again. And it doesn't. Hold on. We got a great candle. It has to go down. It has to go down at this point. We got a great candle. Let me size up because I've lost previous trades. And it doesn't. Right? This is how you spiral out of control. And it's clear. It's clear. Right? There's a great candle here. And we come down to the 13 traditional. 13 EMA, you got to bounce off the 24, and then you got a band that guides you right back into the trend and says, "Hey, we're going to stay above the 13." Now, right here, we don't go green once again until we break Excel. Why? Because it's a level of certainty, and there's a buffer here. When the candles break above, and we're above the 13, and we're above Excel, and we no longer have a gray candle, there's a level of certainty here, and there is a buffer. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and draw a line right here. We're going to mark that. This is going to be 1155. Let's go ahead and find 1155 here, right? It's essentially going to be right here. And what I want you to look at, for those who don't have the secret charge, I want you to pay attention to this, okay? Because and by the way, this is not me selling the secret charge, even though it sounds like a fucking cheap infomercial, and it sounds like that's what I'm doing. No, but what I'm doing here is giving you, if you look at this, right, trade design, green candles here, right? You got this here, trade design, green candle. So why am I marking this candle right there? It's that candle right here, okay? This candle broke Excel, came into the band. Sure, anybody entering a trade get freaked the fuck out. The thing is that when we have multiple confirmations and we actually have just some more insight on what the trade is actually doing, right? Oh, you see, MACD is just not really convincing us. It's like, hey, MACD, what are we really doing here? MACD is like, I really don't fucking know, man. I don't. Okay. And then we have trend thrust. It's like, hey, what are we doing here? Trend thrust is like, hey, we're moving on up, but our candle bodies here, the candle bodies on trend thrust, and it's actually hiding behind me because I got my ugly face over this damn thing. But the bodies are saying, hey, yeah, we're still trending up. We got a little bit of wick over the candle body right here. You see that there, right? A little bit of wick. And again, we got the confluences here with the green band. All right. So, for anybody who's like, oh, we broke Excel, we're going to go short. And then you get fucking wrecked by this boom boom candle. Why would you go short here? We got a trade design that says going up, right? And we have multiple confluences that say it's going up. Okay. I want you guys to start thinking about how you can trade, a trend and not a candle. This is so important. The reason why traders get wrecked is because they're trading candles. It's because they're being seduced by one candle. You're getting seduced. That is the equivalent of getting seduced by a person with one leg. They're challenging you to a race. And they're like, I'm going to beat your ass. And you're like, hold my beer, asshole. Let's race. That's exactly what you're doing to the candles here. You're like, oh, man. What's going on? Yeah. Anyways, so that's what this is here. getting seduced by a dude that looks like a lady, that could be another thing, right? And you're definitely gonna find out. Is Tiny AI like the Tesla FSD? John, absolutely. Absolutely is just like Tesla FSD. Yeah, that's what Tiny AI is. And we're navigating you to profits, right? There's no reason. Anybody who went short, can someone explain to me right now in MAQ? You know what? Let's even go to ES because I know a lot of you are trading ES. I want you to tell me at what point in time, right, does ES say, hey, repairs? And I get it. This looks like shit, dude. Oh my god, this really looks like shit. However, with the secret charts, you could see where there's non-confluence. You see where it gets caught in between the bands and the trends. Guys, go ahead and fucking DM me. DM me. It's $300. Just one time, right? You see how you get caught in between the band and the trends. And like, hey, it's chop. And we don't have full confluences. We don't have full confluences between, all the trends, the super trends here, right? So it would tell you like, hey, chill out, right? Of course, we got gray candles, nothing there. We got a green candle, comes on up, right? Just really nothing there, right? A whole lot of nothing going on with the S, right? But if we manage to get in here, if we manage to get down here, I think it would have been okay up until this happened. This was shitty. This was 100% shitty. Okay, but for those who are trading ES and you're looking at this and you're sitting on your hands, that was the absolute right call. The absolute right call. In fact, there probably wasn't anything meaningful until later in the day, which meant that there wasn't a trade on MES. Okay, or ES even. Now, and Q moved a lot smoother. It just, for whatever reason, NQ was just like, yeah, hold my beer. Hold my beer. Right? Money Miggy says the system's so legit it is because it's color-coded. That's right, Joey. You can't force a trade. You can't force a trade. Do not impose yourself in the markets. Okay? Do not oppose yourself in the markets. Guys, this is the beauty of this, right? So if we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at this, and we see like, yes, we see, hey, look, we see, hey, it's having a hard time, breaking a level here. It's under a super trend here. It's caught in between super trend levels. It's caught inside the 24. We got a bunch of gray candles. Listen, by 10:30, having acknowledged all of this, it's just like, whoa, wait, no, we're not doing this. It's just impossible, right? Now, someone had made mention of this here. I saw it in the chats. Now, if you happen to be up at 5:50 in the morning, because maybe your dog woke you up, maybe that's just the time you get up. I mean, that broke as super trend and it just trended on up. And if you managed to get the century, you were riding it for the whole freaking day. But guys, sometimes if the trade's just not there, it's not there. We don't have to force the trade. So if you got beat up by ES, you have to ask yourself, were there gray candles? And it's ironic here. We saw just as many gray candles as we saw colored candles today. In fact, it almost seems as if ES was dominated by gray candles. Boys and girls, our system was literally telling you, hey, I don't know. It's a gray candle. I want you guys to think of gray candles. When it's printing a gray candle, it's literally saying, hey, I don't know. If it doesn't know, then you shouldn't know. And if it doesn't know, then you shouldn't tempt it. It's like, if your mama told you don't put your finger in a socket, don't put it in a socket. And if you do, like, poor mama. Now she got to feed you applesauce for the rest of your fucking life. It's just so sad. We don't want that. We want you to trade safe. Okay? And that's the beauty of the system. If you go ahead and you enter a trade and it's breaking levels, right? Guys, okay, let's do this. All right, here we go. We gotta do this. I'm fucking tired. but we're gonna do this. I live and breathe this shit. I'm fucking tired. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give it to you. Okay, so, all right. Let me show you guys this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Right. Um. So a lot of you are a lot of you are paying child support because you don't know how to like use protection. But I hope you use a stop loss, and because not using a stop loss can be more expensive than child support. So let's go ahead and show you the value of what we do here with the DSR, and we're gonna hit a replay. We have a trade here, first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning, right? And so what we're gonna do is, what we're gonna do here is. Uh, we're gonna hit play here. We're gonna see what happens. All right, so right there. So here we go. We have a trade. I'm going to zoom on in. Actually, I gotta make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, let's make this bigger. That's what she said. Make it thicker too. That's what she said. And let's see. Let's get the text bigger. I really wish that when we do updates, it sort of kind of like just keeps most of the settings, but we'll click large. Okay, so now we're large. Wait for that to update. Why is that not updating? God darn it. Is 12x trades? I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy. Alright, so we got Genie settings set, and then like trade design settings. We need this also. We're gonna set this to large. And then click OK. Okay. All right, cool. So here we look. Here's your DSR 1.75. Okay, there's trade design text right here. Got a little bit bigger. Cool. So 1.75. So you got your entry here, and you nail your entry. And let's say you entered here. Let's just say you entered there. There's a big boom candle. You entered there, and that's your DSR. And we're gonna change this color to red here. Let's change this to red. So this becomes your stop. Okay, and we're gonna so how do you move it forward? Shift down. Was it shift down? Okay. So you got stopped out. You protected yourself with that DSR. But before you got stopped out, there's some profit to be had there. Right before you got stopped out, there's certainly profit to be had there. But that DSR certainly protected you. I hate fucking trading view replays, guys. It's like it's on candle close. It's annoying. Come back here. Get over here. Just go back. Back to the candle. Okay. So we managed to get this entry here, and we get a break. We got that entry. Let's see. That's gonna, guys. That's a 2-to-1 right there. Let's go ahead and we break that level. That's a 2-to-1. Let's go ahead and hit play. See what happens there. Yeah, you get it. You end up getting it, and then you end up getting stopped out, right? And the DSR actually comes on up. It comes on up and protects you here. Okay, I want you guys to get into the habit of using a DSR. Using a DSR when you enter a trade. So, when you get a trade design, initially, your stop, this is your trade design. That's your entry. Now, if you get an opportunity with the DSR to move your stop halfway up, then you know you're in good hands because the trade has now dynamically become a 2-to-1. I can't stress this enough that a lot of you guys are pursuing the wrong things in trading. You're pursuing holding longer, making the most money. You're not pursuing managing a risk. And, almost every student that I've worked with, when we go ahead and we find our average loss, and then from their average loss, we start deducting the trades that exceeded their average loss. Almost 100% of the time, the student finds that they are profitable traders when they stick to a plan and are disciplined enough. I know A lot of you are out there getting chopped up, stopped out, but I'd rather you get chopped up and stopped out managing a risk than, you know, chopped up, stopped out, losing 100, 200, 300, 400 bucks at a time. And so dynamically managing a risk here is great, especially especially in a situation where your entry, where DSR passes your entry, and now you can protect it right there. Yeah, I know, you can use the arrow. There's a shift arrow or something. No, whatever that is. Something right here, right? It says select bar, I can move, play, shift, and down. I was literally asking about replay into Discord. I think it sucks. Am I wrong? It fucking sucks like all hell. Alright. Shift and forward arrow doesn't. There you go. Okay, shift and forward arrow. There you go. Haha. Learn something. Shortcut keys. Great. But yeah, the replay sucks on candle close. It just really, really, really sucks, right? But the DSR, guys, is designed to keep you safe. Do not be afraid of it. It is actually your best friend. I want you to consider this. If you're following a trade design and you're following a DSR and then it gets stopped out, it's not the end of the world. You were supposed to get stopped out. It's because the candle decided to move beyond its average volatility, because that's what we're calculating here. So we're calculating the size of the moves of previous candles. We're not going to give too much of that information away. But if you get an aggressive candle the other way, it's obviously a larger size than an average. And you get stopped out. And so you know that that's an irregular candle and things might not be all that you think it might be, right? Might find yourself at the beginning of a reversal, protecting yourself from a reversal or something like that, right? Um, I would say follow it. Okay, there's two. I feel like DSR does two things. Well, three things. Okay, DSR will guide you to cutting a risk in half. Then it will guide you to making the trade free. Because everybody's like, so when do I set my stop to break even? Well, the DSR is going to do that, right? Because again, it's calculating volatility on the average, right? So it's making sure that when it moves, it has enough room so that ideally you don't get stopped out. Now, when that breaks your entry, you can move your stop up and protect your entry. Then the next critical point is 1%. That is the next critical point. 1%. So now if you see DSR pass 1%, bring it on up and protect the damn thing. Now, at the very least, you're making 100% return on your risk. Protect the damn thing. Anything extra is anything extra, right? Don't target a 2-to-1 until you can guarantee a 1-to-1. Makes sense? You know, everyone's in there like, hey, yeah, I'm targeting a 2-to-1 or a 3-to-1, right? Oh, I'm holding and it never fills, and then I end up losing money. Well, it's because, well, you're holding way the fuck out there, and you're not protecting your profits as it's moving into it. So when you enter a trade, what's the first thing? Discount your risk. Try to get your risk discounted, right? So from a 1-to-1, you can get that cut in half into your risk box. Next step is to try to make it free. Next step is to see if you can get it up to a 1-to-1. Once that happens, you can set your target 2-to-1, 3-to-1, wherever the hell you want it to be on the chart. Go for it. You're either going to get out 1-to-1 or you're going to hit that 2-to-1, that 3-to-1, right? And anyway, you could just go back to work. You could go back to work. Okay. Juvie trades. I'm glad you used OG 1348. It's time to upgrade, brother. All right. Do we follow DSR? Yeah, I answered that question. That's done. So Stop being greedy here, guys. I mean, let's, you know, I keep saying like trading is simple, you know, and people, Danielle, I'm glad it makes sense to you, you know, and people who actually truly follow the system are just like seeing like insane results. And I hate bringing these people up, right? But like, you know, I'll give you an example. This is Miss Terica Green, up 1.5K today, playing M&Q. And then we got countless others. Myself, I mean, my stats today just pretty insane. Um, these are my stats. My trade expectancy is $1,157, right? My average win loss is 106 to 1. My profit factor is 742 and 100% green days. Okay. But yeah, that's where we're at. Okay. Not really that hard. I trade the trend. I don't do anything special, guys. I don't do anything special. I trade the trend. And so, you know, and it's not just me. You know, people who submit to the system, they just trade the trend and they don't overcomplicate it. They're more focused on managing the risk. Hence, my loss was only $12.50. $12.50. Think about that. Why is that? Because I am managing my risk. I don't give a shit about this. Just 1.33? No. I don't care. I'm just really managing my risk. You know, when you guys see me like just goof off on like YouTube and the live stream or whatever, it's just me goofing off. I really don't care, guys. I don't. Let me see here. We're gonna go look at some. Oh man, you know, I want to look at Ari. I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys. Right. We have Ari here. Just green as hell. 80% win rate, 2.33 profit factor. Right. Up $22,000. $22,000 just by securing $100, $200 days. Just come on. That's meaningful money right there. Sorry, way to go, man. Way to go, brother. We have so many people just absolutely just getting it, right? Let me see. Got some more people. Where we at right there? There you go. I love guys. I'll show you. I'll show you. I love her. I love her. Congratulations. She keeps the streak alive. This is December. She kept the streak alive. 3 trades, up $110. She has not had a red day since the beginning of October. October 7th was her last red day. Come on. We're just keeping it simple. And take what the market gives us. 100% keeping it simple, guys. Okay? It's... I mean, Ari hasn't had a red day in a real long time. And again, it's just trading small, winning big, trading the trend. Yeah, you know, we have, let's see here. We got Gary Jonick. Gary Jonick, again, just doing his thing, one red day. Had a 4.7K month, right? And this is all following the system. We are not doing anything super complicated, right, guys? You know, to make it complicated, trading small is key, 100%. 100% trading small is key. Let's see. How do you decide whether or not to play the break of the 200? I don't. It irritates me. Okay. Okay. If I wanted the break of the 200 to be a trade design, I would alert you that the break of the 200 was a trade design, but it's not. So if you're going to go ahead and invent your own fucking trades, you deserve everything wrong that happens to you. Go hang out with those kids over at Top Step to get their asses handed to them. People who follow the rules actually make money here at Trade 1348. If you're going to go ahead, and Joey, I'm sorry, you know, I love you, I'm going to be harsh. it's tough love here, okay? We don't do that. And for those who are trying to play breaks of 200 and all that nonsense, it's like, good luck to you. 100%. Gabe, did you just close out of a trade? I don't think I did. No, it was, I got irritated with the whole 200 thing. Uh, with the trailing stop, no, it's not the same as the DSR. It's different. The trailing stop is waiting for K to close. Okay. Let's see. Made 8K this month. SOS made 8K. I love it, man. Good for you. Okay. You guys just take the trend. Trade designs are the only trades that you gotta take. They're the only trades you should be taking. And if it's in job and you see gray candles, someone said, like, I read the chats. It's like, if you see a gray candle, do you enter? If it's a gray candle turning green, and it's like, for me, I just get entirely I just get really really frustrated, because it's not an actionable moment. You enter on a trade design, right? You exit when your DSR gets stopped, or you hit your target of 1% or 2% or more. It's really that simple, guys. If you're doing too much, you're just doing too much. That's really it. Joey, trade designs only. This is where the money's at. Look at trade design here, 3-1. Literally right there, 3-1. Right, you risked $200, you made $600 in 10 minutes. So that's that. Okay. Now, guys, don't expect this to happen. Right? Don't expect this to happen all the time. The pre-market trades, not a big fan. I want you guys to go ahead and whoever's trading like pre-market or after hours, I want you to be honest with yourself. Your stats fucking suck. They suck. You're trading because you're bored. You're trading because you have a problem. You're trading because you have an ego. You're trading because you got nothing else better to do. You're trading because you're desperate for money. There's something wrong with you if you're trading after hours, right? There's something wrong with that guy who's doing like 600 trades overnight. Who was that guy over at Top Step? There's something fucking wrong with him. If you're trading after hours and you're doing 40, 50 trades a fucking day, there's something wrong with you. Okay? Keep that in mind. We do not trade this. It happens, cool. But it's don't bet on it. Right? Like, honestly, if you're waking up at fucking 6 in the morning hoping that this is going to happen, there's something fucking wrong with you. Okay? Like, I love you. I love you all. Right? Mike says, true, I've had some luck pre-market in October and got chewed the F up in November. I'm a dumbass and the data supports that. Okay, but what about pre-market? Don't you trade pre-market sometimes when you have to stream? Yes, I'm a professional. I know exactly what I'm looking for. I also trade ridiculously. I trade. Be careful how you say this because I don't want to come across as a liar. I trade a very short distance with really big money. Okay? Very short distances. Okay? The thing is, it's different. You guys don't have the capital to trade pre-market. It's just you don't, right? If you're in a prop firm, you should not be trading pre-market, right? If you got less than $25,000 in your portfolio, you should not be trading pre-market. If you got less than at least 1,000 hours trading, you should not be trading pre-market. If you do not journal and you don't have stats, you should not be trading pre-market. If you're not a profitable trader, you should not be trading. You should not be trading pre-market. Okay. Okay. If you don't have stats and you don't journal, you should not be. You should be trading. Period. Just be honest here, right? So, this was a decent move. You made money here on the break here between the levels. Okay, cool. It doesn't happen all the time. It doesn't happen all the time, guys. Right? Let's go ahead and look at pre-market. Like, pre-market can be flatter than fucking Lindsay Lohan's methodic ass. We don't want that. That's nothing. There's no opportunity in there. All this equals is sore nuts. I don't want sore nuts. I just don't. Okay? That's not what we're doing here. You look at previous nights, same thing. Right? I don't want sore nuts. No numb nuts for me. Look at this. You guys, for those who are struggling, those who struggle to trade during market open or market hours, you really want to trade this? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Let's not do that. This is dumb. This is dumb. This is dumb. There's no opportunity here. Retarded, right? And so shame on Top Step for having evening streams and having some nitwit go ahead and start trading and having people believe that you could actually trade, right? And you just make it fucking sound sexy and like, oh yeah, we got London open, Asian open. Shut the fuck up, dude. Like, seriously, shut the fuck up. I trade in American dollars. I want US market, goddammit. Like, it just blows my mind. We're gonna trade after hours, right? It's like, jump on, do something for me. It's like, shut up, bro. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense, right? If you traded Forex, maybe traded Forex, so that makes sense, right? Because you got different pairs. But if you're in the U.S. markets, you're trading stocks and you're trading, futures and options. You fucking trade U.S. hours. We don't need the after hour nonsense, right? Done. Oh man. Oh man, I love these guys, man. These guys are just on YouTube. Like, oh yeah, I do London session, right? It's like I'm playing London highs. What the fuck, bro? Come on. Just, it makes no sense. Who would play London highs? What about playing a fucking chart? Play what you see. Oh my god. Oh, there's a Tokyo range. Great. Guys, don't do that. This after hour nonsense is fucking nonsense. That's exactly what it is, right? It's fucking nonsense. Right? Nonsense. So, let's see. Let's see. SOS says I'm getting close to doing this full time. No, the fuck you don't. No, you're an electrician. You're going to keep your electrician job, buddy. And what you're going to do is you're going to trade once or twice a day. And you're going to build the fucking wealth over 3-4 years up until your trades per trade exceed weekly income. And people are like, yeah, I'm going to quit my job. What the fuck? What? It's fucking stupid, right? You become wealthy with multiple streams of income. Me personally, like I have them here. I gotta count my toes too. You don't give up one thing for another because I'm gonna be honest. Trading isn't hard. It's not something you devote your whole fucking day to. You go ahead, 9:30 market opens. You got 10 minutes. Make your money. All right, now go, 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 go. I don't know. Go be a fucking electrician and do what electricians do. Don't do that. uh, Black Betty says, yeah, don't quit your job. That's the dumbest thing in the fucking world. We live in an economy where you need 6 jobs. You need 6 jobs just to make ends meet. The average woman is having 1.4 kids. Like, a fucking half a kid. Fucking dum dum. Half a kid. Mom, what happened? Like, yeah, daddy could afford the other half of you. That's the economy we live in. Don't do that to yourself. Shit's only going to get more expensive. Just saying is a lot easier. Man, Okay. You young bucks. Let me tell you something about making it a lot easier when you're younger. It's gonna be a lot harder when you're older. If you're not fucking building multiple streams of income and building that nest egg when you're 50, 60 years old, suffering from arthritis, can like barely see, maybe have a nurse cleaning your ass, right? You need all those monies. And if you're young and you're able to do it, you hustle and you make bank. So that it's easier when you're older, not easier when you're younger. When you're younger, you fucking kill. You just go balls to the wall, man. Because once you're 60, I mean, yeah, you can still trade 100%. Right? It's just like, better get the fucking glasses on. Like, huh? You can barely see. You can do fucking braille on your phone. Come on. It's just true. Gabe side hustles butchering cows with disaster word. That might be a thing. You want some filet mignon? Hit me up, man. Right? Uh, yeah. There was someone in his group, right? There was someone in his group who decided to quit his job because he was a fucking bum, right? And lived off his wife. He was out over in New Mexico, fucking meth addict capital of the world. And then he decided that he was a better trader than our community combined. And then went on over with Timu Gilmar, that other piece of shit. And yeah, let's just see how well that community is doing over there. It's just a bunch of fucktards. It's like, no, you don't do that. You're a fucking dummy. If you're a man and you're capable, you don't quit your job on your fucking wife. You actually keep your job and you work harder so that your wife can sit home, take care of the kids, pick them up from school, cook fucking dinner. Dude, that's being a fucking man. I don't have any respect for. I'm gonna keep my mouth fucking quiet, man. I'm done. Jesus. Like, this dude said, baby, I made it. I quit my job. She's like, what about me? On your knees, bitch. Oh my God. Any man is comfortable quitting their job while their woman's out there slaving? You're a faggot. Anyways, back to the church here. So, seriously. Um, yeah, YouTube about to kill the stream right now for that word. Anyways, so you guys understand, right? We're not trading pre-market. We're not quitting our jobs. We're compounding that money. Right. Loading signal. There you go. It's happening. It's happening. Okay. Right. You're gonna go ahead and compound 1%. 1% compounded a day. You're a millionaire in 3, 4, 5 years. Right. Hey, this is what I want y'all to do. Watch, guys, in the morning, right? You go ahead, open up a trading journal, right? So hopefully you all have a book, the trading journal, right? And uh, excuse me. You have a trading journal, and you start in the morning. You start in the morning with a plan. And what you do is you go here. I want you guys to do this. No, I'm not trading. I'm not trading. I'm actually reading something. Right? Can you look at the 4-hour NQ real quick, please? Dash. Wait. Okay. We got some education happening. So, here we go. Right? I want you guys every morning. Go ahead, put your starting amount in here, right? Put your starting amount. I swear, it's so fucking simple, right? You put your starting amount here. Yeah, say 1%. And you just go ahead and you say, okay, 252 days. I'm doing this for 252 days. I'm just doing 1%, man. We're going to compound this bitch. We calculate it. You make a 60K off of 5K, right? Yeah, motherfuckers out here trying to make $1 million off of that 5K in a year. Like, are you serious? Do you really think you deserve that? No, you don't. No, right? Anything in life worth having is worth working for. And I want you guys to work for this, right? Build this discipline. Go ahead. Now we do 504 days. 504 days, right? So we're compounding this even more, right? Now we're getting there. That's year number 2. That's 504 trading days. That's right there, right? Okay, so what's also happening here is you get once you start, you get this table here. I want you to scroll all the way down to the bottom. Scroll all the way down to the bottom, right? And download it. You can download the CSV, guys. It's going to make me scroll forever just to get it, right? It's going to make me scroll forever just so I could download the damn thing. But this is what I want you to do. I want you to print this thing. You download the CSV. Print it, okay? Every day that passes, put your initial against the goal. For some of you who are like, yeah, I'm trying to make $1,000 a day. Bruh, come on, let's be realistic, right? That's November 29th of 25. That's when you got 183,000. 183,000, right? You know why? Okay, this is okay, here we go. The reason why you guys are blowing up your accounts and or blowing up prop firms is because you're trading like you got a big dick and you really don't, right? It's a micro penis. You have to trade small and accept the fact that you're trading small. There are going to be some days and anomalies where, hey, yeah, you get a big day. But you have to stay in your lane. And that is the problem with a lot of people. They cannot stay in their lane. They're busy looking at the Jonases and what they're doing. Who's that doing? And what he's making and what she's making. How much they're making. And everyone's counting each other's dollars. It's like, mind your fucking business. Stay straight and narrow and focus on your goal. You have that sheet there, right? It's $50 to start. Many of you, if you're trading a 1-to-1, you're starting with a $5,000 account, you're trading with $50, you're hitting a 1-to-1. That's all you're doing. You're going to go ahead, enter a trade, discount your risk by 50% when the DSR goes halfway up the box, right? So now you're risking $25 to make $50. Oh, yeah, now the trade's free. Now you're risking nothing to make $50. And you do that once or twice a day, 3 times a day tops, only trade designs, you're gonna make your 1% or more. You're just gonna make it. And on days that you don't make your 1%, well, at least we manage our risk and we don't lose a lot of money. And chances are, you know, once you get a hang of the system, you're gonna be like a lot of our students in Longevity Club who haven't had red days in like 80 days. But the goal here is to manage the risk. You can't, right? You can't go red if you're managing red, right? So focus more on not going red as opposed to being green. It's the exact opposite. It's kind of like when we say, hey, you know, we tell skiers like, don't look, don't hit a tree. Well, as a skier, if you tell a skier don't hit a tree, they're gonna look at a tree. They're gonna fucking hit the tree. Then they're gonna die, and it's all your fault, right? So don't look at the green. Avoid the green. Look at the red. Manage the red. The green comes by default when you manage the red. You manage the profit. So your goal ultimately is just really to get to break even initially, allow it to get to 1%, protect 1%, and then anything else is fucking Christmas. That's what that is, especially when we have this chart here. So each and every day, it's like, that's $50. That's 50 and 50 cents. Some of you guys out here just try to go ahead and say like, yeah, I'm going to make $300, $400 a day. Like, are you serious? That's not even happening until you get like, you know, almost 6 figures in your account. So you have unreal expectations, very unreal expectations. And if you have unreal expectations, you're going to lose every single time, right? That's like That's like that's like Bob. Bob's going to the south side of Chicago. Bob thinks he'll be A-OK. Unreal expectations. Bob's getting fucked up. It's just true. You gotta know what you're getting yourself into, and you have to set those expectations, right? It's just like Noah's signing up for the army, not expecting to get shot at. Come on. Oh man. No Chicago jokes. It's true. Fuck South of Cermak, Chicago. Oh my god. Like I've had stories. I've had stories. Man, wasn't it fun? Hey, red tape, be nice. We got Chicago PD in our community. And they do the best they can. They really do the best they can. Oh man. Red tape, nice. Yeah, it's Chicago. My favorite city. I mean, honestly, it really is, right? But you gotta have expectations. Anybody going into the market like thinking like, oh, I'm just gonna get rich in the market, and like, no, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose money. How do you feel when you lose money? If you're an entitled little fucking people have a problem with losing. I love losing. I love losing. If you got a problem with losing, guys, it's like you gotta love losing because when you lose, the faster you lose, the faster you can pivot. The faster you lose, the faster you can pivot, right? Think about this. Let's look at this trade here. So let's say I was a dumbass, right? Like some of you in the community, and decided that like, hey, I'm gonna play a gray candle on the break of a band down, right? I'm gonna take it down to a level, okay, right? Let's say I didn't close the position, and I lose, meaning it comes right back up. If I accept my loss here, I can better pivot for my entry here, right? So if I'm accepting my loss here, I got in a little late, I accept my loss, I can pivot here and make all kinds of money, right? Lose fast, win faster. That is my motto. You're gonna make money. 63rd has Starbucks and Whole Foods. Oh shit. Okay. So that's what you guys got to look at, right? Some of you, right? You go ahead and you lose, and you get stuck in that loss because your ego's getting in the way. And it's like, I get it. It's so anti-human. We're taught to try, keep on trying. We're taught to, yeah, give it time. We're taught to hold on. Don't give up. We're taught to don't give up, right? And then we end up having the AMC movement full of a bunch of people who don't give up and get absolutely slaughtered and massacred because of that, right? Because they brought a very human element to a game that does give zero fucks about your feelings, give zero fucks about your life's consequences, life situation, zero fucks, right? And that's what happened with AMC. It became too human. And you had pro traders, you had big money, which is like, oh, look at these dumbasses. Became too human. So don't be human. Accept your loss and pivot faster. Make your money. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. We've been taught that action will give us a reward, but when it comes to the market, sometimes not taking action is the best reward. 100% Tyler. This kid's like 19. Like his balls hasn't even dropped yet, guys. He's spitting wisdom here. Fucking love Tyler. He's a great kid. Um, so beyond all the fancy technical videos that you're gonna see from all these other guys out there, you know, it just like really dawned on me. I'm sorry. I'm having a rant here, and I want to see if you guys agree, right? When someone's going ahead and explaining out their thesis, and it sounds very fancy, technical, almost even complicated, it isn't that that thesis is actually good. It's that they spent a lot of time convincing themselves that it is good. And so then when they pitch it to you, it just sounds good. I don't spend much time convincing myself of anything. For fucking crying out loud. We're color coded. We're either green or we're red, folks. I ain't telling you my thesis is bullish when it's obviously bearish, or bearish when it's obviously bullish. I'm not going to go ahead and give you a song and dance as to why I'm going to be a contrarian, or why that contrarian thought might make sense based on other happenings in the market, just really overcomplicating the thought process, right? A lot of people just get wrecked in the markets because they're overstimulated with information, and information that doesn't make much sense. And what ends up happening is when you get overwhelmed with information, you have to then go ahead and figure out which one or which pieces are the most pertinent, which actually are applicable to your thesis in that moment in time, and how often does that variable of information that's being projected to you at that moment in time, in those 5 minutes of that candle, how much of that will remain a constant through the trend? We don't know. So what do? We just simply trade trends. Am I making sense to you guys? Right? We don't need to convince ourselves of anything with this system. I love how you guys go in the morning and you're watching like those top step traders trade, and you're like, he's bearish. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah. You guys know better. It's a beautiful thing where you guys can like literally see someone else who touts himself as a good trader, and you know better. I fucking love it. I do. I do. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, sir. When will you guys announce a prop firm that you'll be behind? Never. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't promote winning and then start a business that's built on losing. That's why I say like this whole Top Step thing. Like they're constantly streaming and stuff like that. And I'm just like wondering if like, you know, if you're on a stream just saying, hey, I'm going here, but you really got a hedge going on the other way, right? And just prompting the masses, thousands of viewers at a time, to fucking lose their ass. Because frankly, that's something I would do. Be honest. If my way of making money was for you to lose, what am I going to do? Make sure you lost. Like, seriously. Can't get behind that. Can't get behind it. It's also a business that has to tolerate, the one percenters, those guys who actually come in and make a killing. Yeah. But they also know that those guys don't last very long. So then we got to think about like, okay, guys, can we talk about this? How does one join the study hall? You got to sign up. All right, so let's talk about this really, really quick, right? So let's really think about what like Dakota is doing. First off, I value my time, right? I don't give my time for free. There's an expected outcome of this stream here. Someone's gonna watch it, be like, I like this guy, or I can't stand this son of a bitch. Either way, I don't care. But someone's gonna stumble across this and be like, hey, this makes sense. And hopefully it improves my bottom line for this company. That's number one, right? And that's what I'm thinking. Number two, you become better traders and then you share with your friends and family. Okay, make sure you become a fucking affiliate, by the way. And share with your friends and family and spread the word of 1348, right? So, and that only happens when you become a better trader and you show proof of concept and you tell your life, look it, babe, I'm quitting my job. Don't do that. Don't do that. But hey, there's an outcome. There's an expected outcome. So where am I going with this? So Dakota's trading. He's taking Top Step money trading. Think about this right now. And then he's also live streaming for Top Step. And he's not doing that for free. That would be the biggest waste of fucking time in my life. If there's nothing, if there isn't an expected return on time. So when you think about like that whole setup there, I'm screaming fucking bullshit. 100% bullshit. Like, it's like, hey, yeah, you're making a shit ton of money and it might be costing us some money, right? So then, like, yeah, get out on the stream and help us make some money. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Doesn't make much sense. What's the plan for next year? Any new products? Yeah, we actually, yes. Yes, we do have new products. We have new products, yes, next year, right? Um, we got a lot of news happening next year. Okay, so I guess what I tell my team and something you guys are probably really aware of now and what you see now is that we've established a winning culture here at Trade 1348, and that's something I have wanted to establish initially before, you know, bringing new products out there. Maybe even before I decide to do like YouTube videos full time because facts are facts. You guys really don't need me. You have the system now. Myself and Hot Potato really poured our heart and souls into the charts there. You guys really don't need me. You guys want to watch me? Fine. Yeah, watch me. Hey, thanks, you know? But yeah, I really don't want to do live. No, I don't. It's just, I don't want to do it. It's 11 o'clock at night. I want to hop to it, goddammit. 11 o'clock at night. I don't want to be streaming. Um, let's see. Uh, no, you don't need me, man. You got the charts here. You got the charts. You don't need me. The charts, like, don't need me. That was the whole point. I no longer, I don't want to be the product. I honestly don't want to be the product, guys. I mean, you guys are the product. You're the product. You guys are the product. 100%. All right. Um, yeah. So what I want to see tomorrow, right, is everyone going ahead, having gone to your compound calculator and knowing what you should be making, and then trade for that. There's two ways to approach it. You can trade for it as a goal, or you can trade for it as something you protect, right? I think one of the most annoying things about being a trader, yeah, let's talk about this. One of the most annoying things about being a trader is being up and not taking profit. Can I get an amen? Can you get some hands up? That is the most annoying thing about being a trader. Right or wrong? 100%, right? Yeah. Yes. That's the most annoying thing. Like, it's bad. It's bad. It's 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 blue balls, man. It's fucking blue balls. So this is why we have the gray candle alerts, right? And it's now in our system, is built in our system, right? So you have the gray candle alerts. You click it once per bar close and extend it, right? So your job in the beginning of a trade, right? Your job in the beginning of a trade is this is a great example. We're live, all right? So let's look at this. There's yes, right? So trade design here, right? Your job at the beginning of this trade was to manage your risk, and then to manage your entry, and then to manage your one-to-one, right? So the one-to-one is going to be at or about right here. That's your one-to-one. Your stop goes there. You get stopped out, you get stopped out. Or you come back and you're like, holy fuck, I'm 4-1. But let's make sure that this is at least your minimum. Some of you will go ahead and set it as your target. That's great. But if you can get away with protecting it and then not caring about it, that's great. You know, we've heard it time and time again, right? Never get into a fight with someone who's got nothing to lose. And that is the whole point. When you're in a market, your goal as a trader, your goal isn't to make the most money on the trade. Your goal is to make that trade as risk-free as possible. Let's think about this, right? If banks, insurance, all the people that are actually moving the market, hedge funds, right? If their goal was solely to make money, right? How fucking volatile the markets would be, where you got billions of dollars get dumped and yanked every fucking other candle. Can you imagine an institution trading like some of you? Oh my god. Don't you candle, get out. You're in the trade for fucking 3 ticks. I actually have a student who holds his trades for fucking 3 ticks. I'm just like, oh my god. You pay more in fees than you actually make on a fucking trade. There you go, even there's 0.3. You know, that's another thing. There is a fascination with capturing the entire move of the market. If that's what you want to do, open up another portfolio and long-term hold that bitch. That's how you're going to get the best returns. Right? So you have your day trading portfolio, and that's for your levels, your 1-to-1s, 2-to-1s, 3, whatever. And then if you're trying to really capture a move, just take profits, boom, long-term account. Why? Because if you're always looking to capture the entire move, there is always going to be a move you don't capture. Actually, start thinking about it in scale. What is the entire move? So is the entire move 50 points? Okay, so what about the next move? Are you going to try to jump at that trade and expect it to move 50 points too and capture the entire move of that? You start conditioning yourself to capture ginormous moves as opposed to being systematic and I can't say the word. Methodical with your trades, right? I want you to be methodical with your trades. You know, the entire move is this, guys. Look. Now, fuck real estate. Real estate is the biggest fucking scam on earth. I'm sorry. Sorry, just is. Unless you cash flow. Just cash flow it, right? But look it. That's why we do a long-term account. So we could capture the entire move. Right? Capture the entire move here. Right there. So if you're like, yeah, I'm trying to hold the move, okay, then get a long-term account and hold the move, damn it. That's the point. You're never going to be content. You're never going to be content of the move that you're holding for. So just trade for your 1% and stop going after the big moves. You're never going to be content. And then like real estate. So we talk about that, right? So real estate is a whole lot of debt. Um, okay. So real estate, I'm in the game. Let's think about this, right? If if I take $500,000, put it in a house, what's my real rate of return? Now I could cash flow it, right? That $500,000 in that house becomes a store of value, kind of like crypto. The house becomes a store of value, and then I cash flow it, and then hope in 10 years that maybe I'm up an additional 25% on the property on top of, the cash flow from the tenant of $500,000. No. I mean, it's cool. Yeah, if you're fucking lazy and you want to quit your job and tell your wife, hey, honey, you could keep being a nurse. But $500,000, I put that in the market, I'm making ridiculous amounts of returns. Ridiculous amounts of returns. Real estate's a store value, right? The cash flow from real estate? What? No, it's not tax free. You gotta pay taxes on everything, dude. Some dude gets it. He gets it. Right? 500 guys, $500,000. You know what your 1% is? Your 1% is 5K. You got a 1-to-1, you're making 5K. So your $500,000 has the potential of making you what? We're looking at $100,000 a month. Don't have to pay taxes on debt. 100%. You don't pay taxes on debt. You don't have. Oh yeah. Well then you go ahead and you just borrow against your stock. Same difference. Same difference. But if you put me in a race against somebody who's like trying to build a real estate portfolio, if you give me 500K and you give another person 500K, I'd be a millionaire within 2 weeks. I mean, honestly, it's just true. Give me 500K, I'm a millionaire in 2 weeks. They're gonna be over there like renting out for 2,900 a month in debt, slowly building equity. Yeah. If I made 100K a month, I don't mind pay taxes. Real estate is defensive. Trading is offensive. They serve different purposes. Yeah, they do. Well, you gotta understand that real estate has like evolved on what it's supposed to be. First, it was the American dream, right? It was your ticket to middle class. Then greed happened, right? Yeah, greed. And then the middle class started saying like, "Oh shit, we're already here. How do we make more money and make this work for us?" Right? Then you got the Burr method. Yeah, I got an 800 credit score. Like, yeah, fuck it, let's do this. Right? They leverage themselves. You got to leverage the fuck out. And yeah, you better hope you don't have a housing crash and lose it all. But just I don't know. It's and then you got Vanguard. You got those guys, right? They're buying up all these properties and essentially making America a renter nation, right? By 2035, it's gonna be we're pretty much a fucking renter nation by 2035, and they're using real estate as a store of value, right? It's money laundering for billions of dollars. That's really it is. That's all that is money laundering for billions and billions and billions of dollars. That's all that is, right? Um, yeah, guys, like I was taught that real estate was your ticket to financial freedom, and I beg to differ now. Like, uh, your grandfather left you 200 acres. God bless you. And that's another thing, guys. Don't go ahead and try to build wealth. I mean, you're going to go ahead and build generational wealth. That's great. Do that. But stats show that your generational wealth gets depleted within 3 generations, unless you're fucking Rockefellers, right? And so, I mean, your noble cause and purpose in life, yeah, you're fucking dead for 3 generations. No one goes ahead and visits you, and then they're sitting there like wondering why they're poor again, right? Poor grandpa, man, made all this money and we just squandered it on fucking coke and hookers. I mean, it is just stats, right? So you want to build generational wealth. You build multiple streams of income, self-sustaining businesses like franchises, right? Store values like real estate, and those little motherfuckers are gonna start selling it, right? Because they want to buy Lambos. I mean, like unappreciative little sons of bitches. I mean, it's just true. That's what's gonna happen, right? So you want, just variable assets and multiple streams of income. But the most important thing you can do, and this is what the wealthy do, and they do very, very, very well. They create a lineage, right? They teach their kids the business, and their kids teach their kids the business. That's how you create generational wealth. Where you have something that you're not just passing money down, but you're passing a skill set. You're passing something, right? The Trumps are forever going to be the Trumps. The Rockefellers are forever going to be the Rockefellers, right? Um, those families will forever be those families. It's been passed on from generation to generation to generation. It's obscene the amount of money that they've made over the generations, right? So I guess what I want you guys to do, right? Um, H. Houston, right? So Arvin asks, why do I own multiple businesses? Okay, that's actually a fair question. It's multiple streams of income, and it's literally you get more money and more business, and more money and more business, and then passing it on. More money, more business, pass it on. Right? That's like asking Elon why the fuck does he want to go to Mars when he's a fucking billionaire. There's just guys on this earth that want to see the world fucking burn. I'm one of those guys. I just am. Like, I ain't gonna stop. I won't quit. I want to see the world burn. Not in a way where what you guys would think, right? It's like I don't want to see chaos. I want to see the world burn. Where I want to see the status quo sort of kind of like flipped on its head. Where I know people like you, the average folks, have a fucking fighting chance to go ahead and start, make money and just change their narrative in their lives, right? I mean, I just want to see the world burn that way. And it's fun. It's fun. I guess you got to stand for something. Yeah, I can fucking retire. Yeah, shit, I would love to, but just the person I am won't let me. It just won't let me. I'd be bored out of my fucking mind. I really will be bored. right? I'd be bored out of my mind. Like, think about it. Like, there's only so many cars you can buy, so many properties you can buy, so many vacations that can be had, so many women you can sleep with, so many times you can be divorced, and all that shit is fucking liabilities, right? So I'd rather stay busy than fall into those trappings, if that makes sense. Um, well, let's fix this really, really quick, right? Um, I was very, very, very curious. If you ranking only businesses, real estate, and markets, how would you rank them? Well, it would be markets. Real estate would be like way down in the fucking bottom. So it's more like markets and then buying established businesses, right? Businesses that already have income streams, right? So, because you got to remember, real estate's a store of value. So if you're generating income in the markets, you go ahead and look for opportunities of buying other established businesses, like franchises, like, the Golden Arches or something like that, right? Fucking local KFC, I don't give a shit. But the thing is that it's an established business. It's turnkey. That's the keyword here. Turnkey. You have money that's being generated, and you're building a net worth. That when you go ahead and you fill out that application for a franchisee, you have the net worth. You have the capital. Turnkey business. Boom. Right. Businesses that make money make that money. Real estate then becomes store value, right? And whatever tax benefits come with the real estate, and you leave that to a professional to figure out for you. But it's a store value. That's all that is. Buddy of mine buys established companies. Fool has his own private jet now. Exactly. Exactly. Houston, we buy established businesses. Like that's how it's done. That's how it's done. You buy established businesses. Guys, do you know that owning a business, right? Like for instance, the amount of money an entrepreneur makes with their business over the life of their business is nothing in comparison to their exit. Millionaires are made on their exit, not in the business, right? So let's say I had $0. Um, 1348 would make me a millionaire upon exit, meaning find some dude to buy it from me, right? And so, um, one second, guys. That's how Elon got rich, 100%. It was his exit on PayPal. That's how he got rich. Mark Cuban, that's how he got rich. His exit on what? Broadcast.com. It's your exit. That's where your money comes from, guys. It's not the business per se, right? Your goal is to build a business so it's valuable to someone else, to appraise it at X amount of dollars. That's all that is. Yeah, Caveman Alerts was trying to. I remember that they were trying to make me buy their garbage for 420K. They should go fuck themselves. And where are they now? Someone help me out here. Where are they now? That was a lunch buddy. Yeah. Okay. So really, really quick, and then I'm gonna get off the stream, right? So the thing with caveman alerts, right? Um, the thing with caveman alerts is you had a bunch of little fucking boys, who decided, like, yeah, we're gonna try to play a grown man's game. And it was just, yeah, I remember my CTO was just like, Gabe, that's not how you talk to people. And I'm like, I really don't give a fuck. That was an insult. $420,000. Where'd you get that number from? Oh, no, it just sounded like a number, right? It was like we were actually preparing for this meeting 2 weeks into the meeting, and then the morning of, they were like, yeah, we just got an offer. Like, okay, so now you want to put me in like an auction type of environment. Show me what you got fucking proprietary. Show it to me now. There's nothing to show. I literally told him go fuck off. Like, what are you doing here? Fucking cunts. It's just cunts. It's little entitled fucking fag boys. That's what they were. Just little entitled fag boys. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. It's 11 o'clock at night. We're done here. Oh. Drink the trend. Oh, really, really quick before I go. Here you go. Let me show you guys something here. Right? It is bedtime. All right. So I want to give a shout out to Terica Green, who finally understands how to use the 4-hour. Okay. So let's get on over to the 4-hour here really quick. Great. So at some point in the day, we broke a level here on the 4-hour. Right? And there was some movement there, about 43 points. Cool. So we broke that level. Now, guys, the 4-hour is not an actionable time frame. It's in an awareness time frame. So if you look on the 5-minute, and the 5-minute, I'll show you guys. Do this real quick, okay? I'll show you guys really, really quickly here. Really, really, really quickly. All right. If you're on the 5-minute, and the 5-minute shows you a gap like this. Now let's go ahead and mark that. You see that gap there, and then there's a gap here. I'm gonna remove this one, right? But we knew that this was a gap. Let me change the color here. Yeah, yellow. Change the color here. Why can't I do that? All right, select it. Change to yellow. Okay, cool. So we knew there was a gap here. Then we go to the 4-hour. And then we ask ourselves, okay, within a 4-hour, is there also a gap? Is there also a gap on a 4-hour? This should really, really give you some context as to what the market will do, or potentially will do, or what it can do, right? So you had that gap. You also had room. You had room in this trade, courtesy of the 5-minute. You had room in this trade, and then you saw that there was really nothing obstructing price action on the 4-hour until we got way up here at 60.82. So what does this do? Well, this says, hey, I have nothing really obstructing me on the 4-hour. There's a nice gap. I'm on the 5-minute and I see a nice gap. So if on the 4-hour there's a nice gap, on the 5-minute there's a nice gap, what is the probability of price action filling that gap? Looking at the comments here, saying everybody is figuring this out. Right? If we have nothing obstructing price action on a 4-hour from here to here, there's a general, yes, pretty good if all signals are true, then we know that we have a decent gap here to make money within the 5 minutes here, right? Am I making sense? Maybe we're not explaining it right. Maybe we're not explaining it well enough. But, yeah. You got your gaps. There's a gap here. There's a gap here. We got a 4-hour gap. Gap here, gap here. There's a gap here, and let's put it right there. There you go. Right. It's a nice gap. Let me draw a square. Let me see if I can do that. Let me draw a square. Is there a square? I could draw a block or something. Probably not. All right. Let's see if that holds on a 4-hour. Just trying to illustrate it, right? It's not looking. Ah, whatever. What the fuck? I'm tired, guys. Right? Basically, it's like it's essentially like, okay, if I have a gap on a 5-minute, if I got a gap in a 5-minute, will price action fill that gap on a 5-minute? If we go to the 4-hour and we see that it's an even bigger gap, right, then the probability of it getting filled is just higher. I'm just tired. I'm fucking exhausted. Right? Got it. There you go. Gap equals distance between resistance and support. It's level to level. But then you got a much larger level that you could play in, right? So if you got a larger level that's less restrictive, then your 5-minute thesis within that gap is pretty positive, right? It's like, yeah, we could fill this here in a 5-minute because we still have this much more in a 4-hour. Makes sense? That's how that is. Anyways, I'm like legit. I've been working since 9 this morning. I'm done. I'm out. We're out of here. I'm tired. Peace.